very good afternoon, dear team, Anita ji and Madhvi. So we are very happy to have you in our platform, regarding on social franchising. So before we going that, we start with your journey. So can you start by sharing your journey and what inspired you to become a social entrepreneur?
Okay, let me take this. Basically, you know that we are basically from Bihar. But our parents were my father was in defense, and we have traveled all over India. But and now I reside in Gurgaon and Madhvi in Mumbai. But we have our roots with Bihar, and my in-laws stays in Madhubani. Madhubani is a district in Bihar, and every year I make a point to visit that place.
Wonderful.
And there I came across this artisans, and very we call that Micha painting and Madhubani painting also. And during this visit, I interacted with many artisans. But sadly, I often couldn't meet the same artisans again when I visited next year, because most of them migrated to cities to earn their livelihood.
Migration happened.
Yeah, migrations happened. So that was really sad for me, because I could make out that they are really good, they are professionals, but sadly they can't earn enough to run basically for their livelihood. They need to do something else. So there the thought came, and I discussed this idea with Madhvi, and we thought, let's do something. So we need to our idea was to preserve our cultural heritage and give some dignity to these artisans, because they were not valued, and most of them, it was sad to say that they were working as laborers and things. So we registered this organization called Ahna Heritage Foundation somewhere late 2019. But suddenly we were planning we'll do this, that, suddenly COVID started and everything got to a standstill. But I had this habit of taking their numbers, and while I took their numbers, I also shared my numbers with them. So this during COVID, you know that most of the people from city migrated to village, and then we suddenly started getting calls from them, and they started saying कि अभी हमें जरूरत है, अभी हमारे काम को अगर आप कुछ हमें पैसा दिलवा सके, then it would be useful for us. And then really I, Madhvi, we have one more elder sister, Sarita. We started purchasing their product just for our use. For our, we said, okay, start doing something, give us paintings. And then after that, we started going to our, we took this, we extended the effort to our circle, to our friend circles. Then we felt, no, this is not sufficient. And then e-commerce platform started. So the beginning, we started, that's the journey. In the beginning of our journey started that way, because that was basically the COVID was the you can say it was the force that made us to start our work, because they said if you can help us now, then only we feel that things will take up, otherwise there was no point going.
And coming from defense background, we had little privilege to travel India.
Wow.
So we could explore, so we could explore different art forms. We experienced, we could see easily how India is such a rich heritage and culture, because since beginning we were from KVS, so we traveled throughout more or less maximum places. So that was the biggest benefit or a privilege we had to inculcate it. So to start this, it was always a back of mind, because coming from defense background, father was in Air Force, so this really helped us to give a fine shape actually.
That's really nice to hear how it has started, because definitely those people seek help from people like us, so that we can create a platform and to showcase their products. Because at the end of the day, either the middleman doesn't pay them well, or they cannot come to the market and get a right price for the art. It's like a dying art. As you rightly said, our country is so diverse. So everywhere art is there. It's just that outlook needs to be there in the market. And enthusiasts like you, me, every one of us definitely will try to help them out.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Yeah, go ahead, please.
That's nice. So how did you approach building these partnerships, and what strategies have been proven most effective for you?
So as just now Anita, she said partnership like building, it was basically the way started with a personal connect. That is the most important thing. When you personally connect with people, you get confidence, you understand the feeling, you understand the thought behind it, what they are going. So that was the biggest thing that really helped us, because she has really done a good groundwork. She'll always there to understand artisans, their story. So that feeling was always there in our mind, we'll do something. So the personal connect was the most important thing. And of course, when we started, then we have to understand the market strategy, because end of the day, it should turn into some financial gain. Otherwise, they should be get benefited. That's the most important. So then once the finance, we connected with them, we started a website we created. Then we spoke to each other. I said, let's create a website, because during COVID, that was the biggest thing. And that was the best thing. We can make people to reach all over the world. Technology really plays a very important factor. So she was like, let's create a website. And we created a website. And then we called artisan. We said, whatever the product you have, you share the pictures. We did not filter it at all. We created the way it is. So giving the natural look, so people can easily connect. They can feel
The
it.
original one.
The original one, we did not filter. Even when we asked our friend, they said, people will not buy because it is not giving it's not looking so beautiful or something. But
Because you didn't give a polished look to it. You
Yes,
just kept
yes.
it
So,
original
yeah.
way, how it has come to you.
yes, but we wanted to say people that's how actually, and when you will receive it, you will feel much better. Normally, what happens, the way we see the picture and when you receive, there is
Different.
always a disparity. So that's what
Right.
she always said, no, we'll give the way it is, we'll not. So that's how we created, because it was COVID we started. So we did the picture, and then we started, let's say the second was like social media marketing. So we started via social media. We used Insta, LinkedIn. We started making videos. Video was not just a video to educate people, the story behind it, how the artisans they make, how the process they take to make one sari, the designing and all. So that was the essence, so that people can connect with what they are buying. That was the major thing. It was not just a video like, acha ye shola pe the, or it's something like this, to educate people, and especially the young generation to understand. So we use social media marketing. That's how we started. That really helped us. We also started writing blog, where we started sharing stories, the history, how it started. So we started writing small blogs on our website. That also helped us. But the most important thing which helped us was our personal connect, because we all know, unless and until you are not connected, you will not get a faith. So that get the faith, the confidence is a very important part. So that was the biggest thing which we helped us. And that is a small journey. It's not the big. It's just that's how we all are doing it. Trying to create more and more awareness so that artisans can go end result it, they should start earning. It should turn into a sale. So we always keep that thought back of mind. Whatever we are doing, it should not only educate people, but people can connect and they'll try to buy it. So that's how we started, and that's how we connect.
Viewers. So next, going to the next one. So can you share a specific project where you learned firsthand about the people, the environment, and the obstacles in the community you were working with?
So after Madhubani painting, when we started our journey, then we thought let's switch over to understand the other art forms, because we started with Madhubani painting. Though I'm staying in Mumbai, then we came to know there's a place called Palghar, and it's a tribal area because this Warli painting is a tribal art form. So if you have seen the Warli painting, it's basically you can see the vertical lines, and it's not a very fine painting.
Is it like the Warli art?
Yeah, Warli art. It's a tribal art. It's a tribal painting. It's a beautiful form of it's beautiful, but it's a tribal art. If you see the human images also, it's not a 3D. It's not exactly they'll make eyes and all, but it's a triangular geometrical kind of figures they make. But it's very beautiful. So I thought let's go and visit, and that's what maximum. That's it was a good opportunity for us to staying in Mumbai and to go Palghar. So we got some numbers. We found some numbers, and we asked the artisans, can we come down? And definitely they were very happy. I went to Palghar. When I saw that, because it's it's like a village. When you go to Palghar, it's still like a village, and maximum it's a village. It's a very small village. Right. So the situation, the economical condition of these artisans were very disheartening. Though they are super talented, they are making some of them. When I was telling my sister also, I was very surprised to see they are a national award winners, state award winners. One of the artisans had been called to make it on the international Mumbai airport. He has he did a page. One of the wall is completely, he made that Warli painting one of the wall. So we were very surprised, he'd been called by Government of India. In spite of that, people are not recognizing it. So that was the thing which we felt we should do something. And at the same time, I was talking to her, I said, Maxim, what we have noticed, though major disparities, people are not between appreciation and buying. we really appreciate when you'll go somebody, when you say Wali art or Madhubani painting and
Yes.
want art, you say, wow, it's so beautiful, it's so nice, something will say all those wow kind of. But when it's come to buying, you will say, okay, would you like to buy it to gift your friend or somebody in your family? They'll say, okay, we'll see and we'll let you know. Because we are a very brand conscious. Brand means some international brand. If you'll see a Mona Lisa painting or other painting, definitely we'll go and buy. But not our painting, because we feel it's a little low standard kind of thing. People will not like it. They will not like to put the low standard in something like this. So that was very disheartening. We felt really sad. So she said, I think we have to, again, the same thing, we have to educate people. We have to tell them how they, because Wali painting is also the way they make. It's not a normal cloth. The entire process, they dye the paper. It's a different kind of cloth. So it's like clear layer. They have to put something in between. So it's a big process. So she said, I think we should capture a video, the entire process, the way they are making. Why don't you go and take interview also? So I went, and it's a small interview we took. We asked the artisans the entire process, because maximum of them started migrating. Of course, because the end result, they all need money. When it's not turning into money, whatever award they are getting, whatever recognition they are getting, if they're not turning into money, end of the day, they have to send their kids to school.
Yes.
So that's how we felt. That was the biggest thing. It was a very sad status. So again, we said, what we can do. And that's what she said, whenever we go to any mall and any market, you hardly see any shops where people are, any shop where you find all these art forms, because people are not buying it. So even shopkeepers are not keeping. Even we have not seen any mall in Mumbai also, ample of malls. So the reason is basically the connection between young generation and our heritage is something which is missing. So that need to be fulfilled. So again, she said, let's start. That was the biggest obstacle, and still we are working on it. Will not say we achieved. So that was the biggest obstacle. And
the ongoing journey.
It's an ongoing journey. Still, every day we'll try to learn something new, what we can do. So this is it was a good experience for us to understand and to know how the Wali art has started. It's a beautiful history. So that's it.
Yes, and we actually realized that there was a big disparity between appreciation and purchase behavior. Yeah, that was basically because simply appreciating their work wasn't enough. We need to take concrete steps to help them to reach the broader market.
Can you discuss a challenging project you worked on? How you overcome the obstacle to achieve your goals?
Talking about a challenging project, which
Yes.
I think the Shola Pit, if I'm not wrong, the Shola Pit is one of the challenging projects.
Yeah, transportation was the biggest challenge we faced, in fact.
Yeah, so Shola Pit is something a very, I don't know whether you know about it or not. Shola Pit is a plant ivory. It's a beautiful form of art from West Bengal. So when if you have seen the Durga Puja and all the Durga Ji's decoration and everything is done from
wooden ivory. It's called wooden ivory also.
Yeah, it's a and very delicate wooden ivory. It looks like if you have seen that, जिसको हम कहते हैं ना हाथी दांत का, it's such a beautiful soft white color wooden ivory. So we really liked it, and when we saw, we thought, why not to promote it? We started. So people really appreciated that wooden ivory. The biggest task was transporting, sending it from one corner of India to the other place, because while shipping and all, it used to get broken. So that was the biggest task, how to ship it to one place to the another. So as we know, people really admiring this art form is really admired by people. So we wanted to reach it to every corner of India. But the biggest problem was, like I said, the shipping was one of the biggest problems, because it always has a glass frame, and inside it's a very delicate kind of
fragile.
Wood is a very fragile. So finally, when we spoke to artisans. They said, "Fine, ma'am, we know there's a way." We started discussing how the packaging can be done. So we found few materials and other things. Finally, he said, "Ma'am, finally we cracked it. Let's try to do it." And when we received it, it was intact. And then we approached a few people in a personal contact, and one of the organization was going to France. It was an educational trip, and they wanted to gift it in France to other people. So I said, let's try this time. And finally, when before sending, they shared the video. They were started putting on the floor and banging, and when they opened, it was intact, and we was like, wow, something great. And finally, it reached to Delhi, and from Delhi, it reached to France. So that was such a big challenge, but it was not shifting from Calcutta to Mumbai was a task, and then from Calcutta to it reached to France. It was like for us, it was a major wow moment. And when we saw the people in France, they were looking at it and admiring it. It was like it was another. We cannot put it into words.
Glorious, I think. Glorious moment.
Glorious thing. And when I shared all the pics, all the images with artisans, of course, it's a big thing. They were so happy. I said, now we can do it. Just little more effort.
Yes.
So that was the biggest and challenging. Even can give me 1 minute, I would love to show you what is Shola Pit. Would you like to see what is Shola Pit?
Sure, definitely.
Just give me 1 minute, I'll show you. Before that, till then, Anita can continue something beyond this. I'll just show you.
Yeah, but I can tell you, kid, that I need to admit that about 90% of the product arrived safely. But yesterday, like, received a call saying that again it's broken. So small 5% that get damaged in shipping is still there. So it's a continuous learning process, basically.
Yes.
We are always looking for the way to reduce the percentage further. Like 95%, I can say we are safe. But basically, this experience taught us that the importance of persistence and innovation in overcoming challenges. Because we lost our hope. We said Shola Pit won't be transferred, and we need to drop the idea of sending this art form to others. And we were like really disheartened. Because we could see, we went and we searched in Amazon, it was there, but we purchased one from Amazon also, and we could see that it was also broken. So for us, it was like it's not going to work. There, different kind of thing was working. Like
you can see this.
Wow.
And this is, you could see, this is the old traditional. हम लोग वो डोली कहते थे when girls married. This is what they made.
Yes.
This is beautiful.
Amazing.
And I'll show you.
It's really a challenging task, right?
Yeah. So fine.
Really
and see, this is Durga Ji.
and
Durga
Ji is safe because you can see it's intact.
It's
but only you can't put anything inside. And
it's totally glass, I guess, right?
It's glass.
Yeah.
And inside also it's very fragile.
Very fragile. Yeah. Thank you for your insights. So what advice would you give to aspiring social entrepreneurs who want to make a difference in their communities?
I think one, definitely patience and passion. These are the two most important things. Commitment, consistency, you should be genuine. And I think there is always up and down in your life. No 2 days are going to be similar. So just you have to have a faith what you are doing. You should have a main thing, faith. When you start doing something, you have a faith, commitment, determination that definitely will achieve it. That's what. And I think I think for everybody it is very important to think a bigger goal. Like, it is not something all the time we cannot be selfish. Like, that's I always feel. We have to create a bigger vision. It's not always like me only and, like, mera ho gaya kind of thing is not the right approach. Then suddenly you realize, I think you have a capability to change the society. So that vision should always be there. I think that's advice we can give.
Yeah, what Madhvi said is very right, that above all, do everything with integrity and a genuine desire to improve society. If you have that kind of desire, I think it works. And then again, what she suggests, align your action with your values and seek collaboration with like-minded individuals and organizations. And I'm sure together we can do with our collective effect, we can create a lasting and some meaningful changes for the betterment of our community, our society, and then our nation in large.
That's really fantastic. So coming into the last thing, like, what are your future plans for Ahana Heritage Foundation?
As we told you, we have two basic aims. First aim is to basically to intensify our efforts to creating awareness about our rich and diverse cultural heritage of our country. And we believe it's crucial to preserve and celebrate these traditions, ensuring they continue to enrich future generations. Because unless we preserve them, nothing is going to happen. Secondly, we are dedicated to enhancing the dignity and livelihood of Indian artisans. And we see a future where handmade craftsmanship is not only deeply appreciated, but also preferred over the mass product goods, preferred over the branded things, in fact. And this shift, we believe, can empower artisans economically and culturally.
That's really nice, having such a beautiful insights about your heritage and all the culture. So we are very thankful for having you in our platform and giving such a beautiful experience. And your vision and passion towards your aim, and even to bring out the culture and heritage which we have in the earlier stage. That's really great. And even we wish you very all the best to have such a best platform to show up all your things. And we are very happy to have you on your panel, and we will surely get back to you.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Same to you. Bye.
Okay.